The dream is real. Yeah. Can I get a standing ovation for the authentic voice of culture? We are TKBS, and I'm so in love with you. Don't act like you didn't hear that note. Give me a round of applause. Tiffany, go on, give it to me. I deserve it. I'm your lifestyle specialist, Kenny Burns. How are you doing, TKBS Nation? You good? You had a great weekend? Me? Bitch, we outside tonight.
Bitch, we outside tonight. Pull me up, bitch.
Yeah, that was what I was doing all weekend long. One time for my brother Curtis Givens. That's right, Memphis legend, super icon. Yeah, he had his 24th annual Can I Live weekend. We celebrated like no other. On Friday night, they started with the Power 30, where he gives back to Memphians that are doing amazing things in and around Memphis. Beautiful occasion. I put it on, of course. Yes, I had that. Sky blue. They said, excuse me, Mr. Burns, what type of blue is that? I said, look up, baby. Yeah. You can tell I got a guest today because I'm feeling rather player. You know what I'm talking about? But then after that, Saturday was the world famous all-white affair at Tommy Lee Park. When I tell y'all, this man spares no expense for his people. First of all, every bit of furniture, scaffolding. Is it scaffolding? Shout out, scaffolding, the poles, the hang-up stuff, the lights, the bars. I mean, he invites vendors from the community, food trucks. When I tell y'all it's a movie, and that's all his equipment, by the way, that was the moral of me telling y'all that. But he puts on a show, man. And I don't consider myself a celebrity, but I'm the only person he pretty much brings. This is my 11th all-white affair in Memphis. We go together real bad, Memphis. Y'all know I love y'all in real life. We had a time.
Boy, we had a time last night. Boy, we had a time last night. I'm telling you now.
And then, y'all, after the all-white, actually after Power 30 and the all-white, we literally went to this spot he just opened called Pizza Me. Get used to the name now. You can always have a piece of me. You know what I'm saying? And the Haven, ladies and gentlemen, with the hood sauce. You might not know what hood sauce is if you ain't from Memphis. But when I tell you, it's like mumbo sauce in Washington, D.C., but they version. And it tastes like Jesus made it. I also got the Dream Chaser after the all white. Added them banana peppers on that thing. I almost passed out. I literally got my pizza before I could get to the hotel gone. And I don't eat no crust. I'm telling you right now, it's mental for me because I be trying to watch my sexy figure. You know what I'm talking about? And I ate every bit of the pizza. It tastes amazing. So big shout to Curtis Givens. All my beautiful people in Memphis. Y'all are one of one, and I'll be back soon. All right, now it's time for episode 145. We got 145 episodes. Yeah. But this episode's entitled Words Matter. Y'all out there talking ain't saying nothing. Yeah. So Octavia, let's smooth this thing on out. Give me that Love TKO instrumental as I set this thing up. This episode was inspired by AKEEM, a supernatural wordsmith that understands the value of his words and chooses to use the muses of all muses in his music. Ooh, don't let that go over your head, player. You see, I got bars today. With a Southern playalistic Cadillac style and necessary big city bravado we haven't seen in a while. Oh yeah, I'm coming out with an album. Me and him about to do one, actually. In this era, words don't seem to matter. And there's this young player out of Mississippi that rose above the chit chatter. And without further ado, I like to bring to you AKEEM Ali. Put your hands together for this player.
What's going on?
How you doing, champ?
I'm good. Blessed.
Yeah?
Yeah, man.
Your skin look good, man.
Yeah, that's God's fault. I appreciate that, Lord.
Yeah. It look like you've been drinking that water.
Good water.
Good water?
Good water, man.
Oh, man. Well, I'm glad to see your face in the place.
Appreciate you, brother.
I ain't seen you since Essence.
Yeah.
We had a good time.
I ain't seen you since the last time I seen you.
Yeah. We had a conversation,
Mm-hmm.
actually, that inspired me to want to have you on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was like, first of all, I love the music.
Thank you.
I listen to Lennon. I listen to these records, and I'm hearing this wordplay, and I'm so impressed. But I'm like,
appreciate you.
Is it really that intelligent? And after we had that conversation, remember that huddle up we had?
Yeah.
And you literally, man, you was like, I forgot the exact topic. I think we were talking about what it takes to keep going, how we want to show up, and you just was dropping some bombs like you was our age.
Yeah, I guess I forget sometimes what I'm talking about because I say so much shit.
Yeah.
I just,
But it was thoughtful and it was in the moment. It was
it's whatever the moment requires is what I'm pulling. So I don't know. It's like, it's all impromptu. And so it's just,
Yeah, but I think the actual education piece.
Oh, I know what we was talking about.
What was you talking about?
We were saying when it comes to doing or not doing the thing or the it, or, being who you are or worrying about certain stuff.
Yeah.
The honest truth is that everybody everybody that I know, and everybody that knows them, in the next 100 years, they'll all be dead.
We was talking about that.
You will be dead. Your children will be dead.
Yeah.
And possibly their grandchildren will also be dead. And so when you look at it, you can't afford not to do. And if you take a year and you go to December the 31st and take the last minute of December the 31st, right before it turns into January 1st, the last minute, so 11:59 p.m. to 12 o'clock a.m. from a whole year span, that's how long humans have been in existence since the world has been here, or since the universe has been here. So it's like we've been in existence for 1 minute, and it would seem as though it's like forever.
Yeah.
Or like, we can count back to the Bible days or AD and BC and all of that collectively 1 minute.
So where you get all this information from in your brain? How do you retain it?
Studying, researching, looking, being nosy.
Got it.
Yeah. And when I run across something that's very interesting or a fact that's like, I didn't know it, I make sure I try to retain it. I write a lot of stuff down too. And I'm like, every once in a while I go back and look at it. And
because you're young, you got to be young. Actually you couldn't tell because black don't crack. But you got to be in your 20s if I'm correct, right?
No.
Oh, you're older than that.
My teens.
Okay, I was about to say, ladies and gentlemen, because I couldn't find the age. We got the age, but I just say that because there's a wealth of knowledge within that mind of yours.
Yeah,
the way you put the entendres together when you rap, you dig what I'm saying? But let me get into the episode because I want to say congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Breaking the algorithm in a sense. You entered the game your way.
Yeah.
You started with, this Kimi Casanova character, and we're going to get into that momentarily with a little skit for the people.
Gotcha.
But I feel like, you've entered in on your terms. Yeah. How does that feel?
I don't know, man, because there's so much I'm trying to still accomplish. I have to check myself a lot of times and give myself credit for what's being done or what I've done already. But you see a vision in your head, and you're constantly working towards that vision. And so until you get there, you don't take time to look back and be like, it's like if I want to walk a mile and I start walking, but I'm just like, until the mile is done, I don't realize I look back and I don't walk like 3/4 of it. And I'm like, oh, damn, I made progress.
Yeah.
And so sometimes I have to look back and be like, oh, I did start way back there, It's about like.
Well, a lot of that's being present. And that's also what I like about you because, you could have been in the midst of all that amazingness during the Essence Festival when we were all together and just kind of been in awe. You inserted yourself into the, the conversations. You talked to everybody. You took all the pictures. Like you're present.
Yeah, no, that's very important. And I, even to your benefit of that, I appreciate it. I'm not even noticing that I'm doing that sometimes.
Yeah, but I feel that authenticity in you though.
Yeah, I appreciate that. It's literally just me being, and I guess it's like people see it or they pay attention to certain stuff of you. The type of person that notices, Yeah,
let me tell you this though. Intentionality is a spiritual connection. Yeah. I truly believe that. Yeah. Because you really show up how you want to be received, one. And then two, you literally, have the presence of that person that's been here before. You know how them folks back in the day, you from Mississippi, them grown folks used to say, you've been here before.
Yeah.
Do you get that a lot?
Yeah, I get like I'm an old soul, or just, you know, you seem older than what you are, or you know, where do you get all of this stuff from? But it's just, you know, studying, man, and like paying attention, of course, along with some of the experiences that I've had in life. So yeah, it's just
like, I believe you though.
Yeah.
Those experiences don't come through the music lightly. Like, I believe what you're saying. Even
some
though
of the stuff you can't make up, or like you can't.
But also too, I think when you look at your rhyming style and how some people can say it's like, well, you going to this era, how's it going to work now? And like, it's all feeling. Yeah. And there's no better way to put them words out into the world, but on that original feeling. And I feel like you've been a master a little bit. I don't want to give you master yet because you just said you're 3/4 away, but you've masterfully blended the eras, and you got these youngins on it. You on a good looking tour right now.
Yeah.
So it's like, is that not what you're feeling out there? Because I've seen your videos, and it's different kinds of people all the time. Grown women want you, young women want you. 90% of your crowd look like women.
Yeah. It's I would say I've blended it good, you know. There's just a few more things that I got to tweak on it to make sure that it's gonna kind of like, you know, stick concrete. It needs to be definitive.
Well, I think it's gonna come with a hit song that's not sampled, and you know what I mean? That's on the way.
And then it just needs to be like, no doubt in everybody's mind that this guy's the one that kind of like he changed the trajectory for like a whole generation to come through and make everything feel real again, or to make everything feel like, damn, you know what I'm saying? And so it's like, we talk about like the big three right now, or we talk about Thug, Wayne, Future, some of the most influential artists.
Big three?
No, just
what's your
big three? Like, you know, Kendrick, Drake, and Cole.
Okay.
We talk about them, but we talk about other influential artists that came through and like really changed the game and the trajectory of like how everything went. And so like, before it's all over and said and done, it's gonna be like he came in and he made it cool to be like this again, or not again, but from the jump.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Nobody wanted to do that. Nobody was willing to say that, especially not in the hip hop or rap space, or in the R&B space, or merging both of the two. Yeah. And so he made that really cool, and it kind of like, you know.
Yeah, and I think you set the foundation. You made it about words. You made it about being intentional to your core, which is women, right? And I just had this conversation with my son. He's an artist. He hooped forever, you know, and he has some health issues, and now he's rapping. And the intentionality of what you're saying, I keep telling him like that's the thing. So he's now rapping about love and his relationships, and he definitely has a different style from you. But the conversation this morning was about that. You know, you got to be intentional with your words. Yeah. And these women, you know what I'm saying, they're gonna be the core of what you're doing. Yeah. You dig what I'm saying? And I feel like with you, it's like, that's what I see. You know what I mean? And how important are women?
How old is he?
He's 21.
21.
Yeah, just turned 21.
You make sure you tell him more than anything. I was just talking to two of my friends this morning. More than anything, people kind of like believe what they see more than they hear, right? And people get attached to it. You tell him that branding is far more important than the artist that he's trying to be. Once he can brand an idea or take an idea and turn it into like a physical thing,
I love that.
People will believe it for him.
I love that. Give me a round of applause for this young, smart man. But how important are women to your campaign?
Oh man, women, not just to me, like the world does not exist without women.
Without question. And we are Black women 100 supporters over here. But I'm just saying for you.
To my campaign?
And that's all, because that's what you feed.
If I have no one who wants to eat it, what am I cooking it for?
Hold on. Cheers.
Like, yeah.
We'll put that on a t-shirt too.
We waste it.
If I have no one that wants to eat it.
Yeah. Why am I cooking it? It's just wasted, man.
Come on.
Yeah. So
that sounds like a bar.
Yeah, women are important because I make it for women to want to be with it or be with me. Yeah. I make it for guys to want to be it.
You said, what was it on? I think it was on Lennon. You said, if you dating a buster, and if
your nigga is a bum and he broke and you still with him, you a bum too, and y'all homosexuals.
Homosexuals.
Yeah.
I don't think, I'm a wordsmith.
Yeah.
Like I'm 52 years old. So I come from the era of hip hop. I was born when hip hop was created.
Right.
So rhyming.
Oh, you were born
72.
You here before hip hop. Hip hop was born August 11, 1973.
Well, the whole point is, though, I'm just saying, like, I grew up with the
Got you.
wordplay.
Yeah, you did.
You don't have to outsmart me.
Sorry. No, I only know that because my birthday, literally, hip hop was 1973, August 11th. 21 years later, on August 11th, I was born. Yeah, so that's...
Do the math for all y'all asking his age. He just said some math. If you do math, you might still get it wrong.
Yeah, I don't know. If you can do it, do your thing. But no, that's literally my birthday, so.
No, I love it. I love it. No, but I just appreciate those words. I think a lot of times that goes, unnoticed in today's music business. You get what I'm saying? I think people just say things, to your point. It's like the advice you just gave to my son. You're doing some things maybe that you think need to be done versus how you feel they need to be done. Or so what do you say to up and coming artists? Because there is a cookie cutter route that people seem to be going through, you know what I'm saying? Or going to wanting to become an artist.
The only thing that's cookie cutter is like having delusion about where it's going or how it's going to go. That's the only thing that's cookie cutter that sets you apart from other people. I have my friends, they on the phone all the time and they're like, hey man, did you rest or have you taken a break from the tour? And like, have you done this? And I ask them, how many times have you been tired in your life? Oh, I've been tired plenty of times. How many times have you been sleepy? Oh, I've been sleepy all the time, every day. How many times have you been rich? And then I don't get an answer.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Until I'm, reaching the end of that mile, it's like, I can't afford to take breaks off of Kit Kats and motor vehicles. I'm not.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm not either one. So I can't afford to do it, man. Like, so the delusion is very important, and not giving up. Literally, and it sounds cliche, I tell people all the time, you don't have anything that I don't have or that the next man doesn't have. Anything that I'm telling you, it's already instilled in you. You just needed somebody to convince you or somebody to motivate or tell you, you got it. It's nothing that you don't. When people say don't stop, you be like, well, damn, I knew that. Of course. Everything else I'm going to tell you is the same thing. Because like, when you seeing this stuff in your head, you got to be crazy to make it come true or believe that it's going to come true sometimes. Yeah. It's like you pulling
and
nothing.
Keep doing it.
You pulling this shit out of thin air. You are literally a wizard. You're a magician. You say what you're going to do. It poofs out of thin air and it's just like shit.
Yeah.
It's like, you got everything you need. You don't need nobody telling you. Nobody reminded you to breathe today.
Hello.
Nobody reminded you to eat. Nobody reminded you to like do anything. All of these things you just woke up and did. So no one should have to remind you to pull yourself out of a slump, pull your family out of generational curses.
Come on.
Catapult yourself into generational wealth. It's Come on. If I remind you to do it, you don't want it bad enough.
I always say it stops when you stop. You literally have to continue going and keep going and going. Yeah. And I feel like, we're looking at a era that's, it's really a brainwashing like I've never seen. When we talk about our community and music, you look at the death, misogyny, and the disruptive rap that continuously, suppresses us. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I know that, these are things people are seeing, but I do know from the era that I came up in, we had the nuanced stuff, but that wasn't the majority. Yeah. We had the things that were disruptive and negative and all the things, but it wasn't the majority. And I feel like it's the majority. Now, what do you say to that?
I love it. Things were going good or seemed like they were going good at first, right? And now we to a point where you hear the brakes scrubbing or it's grinding whenever you press down to try to come to a halt for your safety. Yeah. But you don't know they need to be changed if nothing happens.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? And
so you have to see this.
You got to see it. Yeah. Like it has to be a thing. And we don't appreciate where we were if it doesn't get bad. You know what I'm saying?
So what do we do? To me, like...
You change the brakes. You fix them. You get new brake pads. You put them on. You can't find a mechanic or nobody who's going to do it or come along and save it.
You got to do it.
You got to be the one to do it. And that's, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, well, this is where we get into the special part of you. Okay. So, and the reason why you inspired the episode's title, Words Matter. Yeah. We have to reset the table, meaning my generation, right? So we're the leaders giving y'all these checks and giving y'all these opportunities and moving your dreams forward. Y'all as the recipients of this opportunity, you know what I mean? What's the thing, right? So right now, what you're doing, I believe, is getting in the game. This is not defining of who AKEEM Ali is to me, right? I'm just saying this is me talking to you. But I do feel what's next is musically. Yeah. And I think there's a film component. I want to get into that momentarily. But like you're theatric in the way that you present yourself. I want to know, like, and this does not have to be political. It does not have to be, you know what I'm saying? But as a leader, in a genre you love so much, clearly with the amount of time and dedication you put into it.
Mm-hmm.
What is the next level for hip hop and rap?
For me, or just in general?
In general, if you're gonna be, you just described the big three. If you're gonna be that of your generation, how are you leading musically into the
How am I leading?
Future? Yeah.
Oh man, I can't say, because it's all based off climate, year to year, or the next 5 years or the next 10 years. So it's kind of hard to say. You just make adjustments as you see fit. You know what I'm saying? So if it gets better, you don't feel the need to like press down on it so hard. You ease up a little bit. But if it's worse, you feel the need to like stomp down on it, and apply more pressure. It's just hard to say.
Yeah, no, I feel you. I feel you, because it's life experiences too that will get you to that point. But I do feel, and this is something I wish upon you, I wish for you to be a speaker, not just to be speaking, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, you make raps, you feel a void, you feel a need, you feel a desire, you feel all types of things through your music. Yeah. But there's an intentionality about like war right now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And we don't have songs like What's Going On anymore. You dig what I'm saying? So that's what I mean.
And so I had a guy DM me the last week and was like, maybe a week and a half ago, I was like, man, I was depressed and I thought about killing myself. He was like, I didn't want to do life no more. And he said, your music changed me, and like, you know what I'm saying, I'm still here. And I DM'd him, you know what I'm saying, and I was like, hey man, above all, just keep going, keep rolling, you matter, you know what I'm saying, and we're glad you're still with us. And so for me, what that looks like is knowing that I have a responsibility bigger than just myself, right, or making music because I feel good.
That's what I want to hear.
Yeah, like, it's me deciding, and this is what I mean by keep going or keep rolling. Me deciding one day that I didn't feel like it, or me deciding one day that like, hey, I'm gonna leave it alone, or I'm gonna quit. That one song could have cost somebody their life.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? And so when I realized that I have a bigger responsibility and I'm actually out here saving people, I'm actually, you know what I'm saying, pulling people out of depression. I have people tell me I was in a hospital with cancer, and your music kind of like got me through it. Scientifically, if you smile every day, or if you're a happier person, you are more prone to get through sickness.
Come on.
Right? So it's just things that I'm realizing in my head. Being able to pull a 14-year-old white girl on stage and she rap words of affirmation to herself through my song.
Come on.
It's like her parents brought her and her little brother to the concert to specifically, hear that song, I believe.
Yeah.
And so when I'm seeing her rapping it, I'm like, you know this?
Yeah.
And it's just like, man, speaking that life into herself. And like, she's like, this is the song we listen to every morning on the way to school.
That's beautiful.
And so I'm like, 14-year-old white girl. And I'm like, man, Yeah,
you mean something to somebody.
Little old me.
Listen, and that's the whole purpose of what I'm doing with TKBS. I want to mean something to people. I don't want to get up out of here when my time is done and have not meant. And I've obviously mentored thousands personally, and then hundreds of thousands, hopefully millions indirectly. Yeah. And so I think when you look at your body of work, and you're looking around this room right now, I've been a part of so much great history, you know what I'm saying? Sure. And you got that trajectory. I feel it, you know what I'm saying? But you in a generation now, it can't just be the one thing. And I think the next thing is movies. Yeah. Movies gotta be, your whole thing is theatrical. Yeah. You have this presence. I'm talking about like, you can stand still, not say nothing, and you're visibly, you know what I'm saying? Clear. You dig what I'm saying? Some people can stand in a room, you don't even see them. You can stand still and have presence. That's a big deal. Yeah. I'm telling you, AKEEM. But the next phase gotta be acting. And I'm seeing you play with it, your lighting, you know what I'm saying, your positioning, you know what I'm saying, when you're doing these videos you do. Have you ever seen Purple Rain?
Bits and pieces. I never shit. A lot of the movies people think that I should have seen based off how I rap or do music. They're like, oh, have you seen The Mac? I still haven't seen The Mac to this day. What? I haven't seen it. Okay. I've seen Purple Rain, like bits and pieces of Purple Rain. Like I know what Purple Rain is about, but it's like every time I've caught it, it's been in a different segment of the movie. So probably seen the whole thing over the course of my life. Yeah. But ain't just sat down and
No, I get it. Yeah. But the Mac though, it's no way you ain't seen the Mac pimping me like you've been pimping on wax. Like it's just no way. I mean, you're too good.
I've not seen it.
That's wow. So this is all just innately ingrained in you.
Yeah, it's not about watching a pimp and mocking what they do. What did the first pimp do?
I'm not even talking about pimps, man. I'm just talking about the era and the feeling.
Yeah, but so
when Pretty Tony was in the motherfucking pool hall, and that man,
I seen snippets and clips and like, you know.
Yeah. But I was about to go into my theatrical.
Oh, go ahead.
No, it's fine.
My bad.
But that's a scene that would have just took your brain and made it explode.
What was it?
It was the scene where he said, "You ain't nothing but a car thief."
A car thief. The one you got out there is probably hot as a firecracker right now.
It was $35,000.
$35,000 cash money.
No, I give $35,000 plus one, right?
The one I gave.
No, you gave me six, though, right?
That's
It was one.
true.
I had one. It was six, and a $35,000 plus one plus six leaves seven. $35,000 and seven, right? Motherfucker, can you buy that?
And when I tell you, it was so magnificent and glorious.
I haven't seen that.
Oh man,
I haven't seen that one.
It take you somewhere else, man. But listen, I got a little thing I want to do with you, man. If you don't mind. You know what I'm saying? Because I see the film thing, and I actually have an idea. You know, I see you in this. Before I get to the skit, I see you in this era of nightlife, and I'm just speaking this into existence. And if y'all try to steal my idea, I will pull my pistol out. But I feel like it's a club scenario, a nightlife scenario.
Yeah.
And you a club owner.
Got you.
Okay, the club is called Fantasy Real. Okay, I wrote this script a long time ago. And in that script, you a player. You love all the women, they love you.
Okay.
And your whole thing is you trying to actually find love. But you got this partner who ain't shit, right? And he always up to something. You got to get him out of trouble every Tuesday. I'm talking about every week he get into something, right? Like the way that's going so far?
Okay.
You probably got a friend like that. Then you get these rich white women. You ever seen Under Cherry Moon? Okay, we're gonna talk about it after you see Under Cherry.
Okay.
It was about Prince and Jerome. They went to Europe, pimped these rich white women. It was unbelievable. But anyway, it's a whole thing. We're gonna talk about the show. But I got a little idea I want to. Y'all ready for this, y'all? We're gonna do a scene from Kimi Casanova's Revenge, a true musical love fantasy.
Let's roll.
You like that?
Okay.
Rolling. Yeah, rolling.
Yeah.
I'll be Dominican Ken. Okay?
Okay.
And I'm gonna say a little thing and you come back with a rap though. And kind of get your way through the, you know what I mean?
Okay.
You feeling that?
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Octavia, give me some dramatic music. Say, player, I seen your girl Foxy Roxy at the Pleasure Palace with the Mincio. How'd you feel about that?
Ken, my friend, I don't trust the hoe, and after I thrust the hoe, I get enough of those. I tell her to get to stepping before I get to repping. I don't want no misconceptions about what's going on. We've been going strong and going long, but from now on, it won't be going on. Yeah. And that's the end, my friend.
Yeah.
I appreciate you, Dominican Ken.
Yeah.
For bringing the news in. You done bought some blues in. Fuck it, we gonna keep rolling. Come on, baby, let's get out of here. Me talking to the girl that I got on my arm now. So I got another one already. You know how I feel about it. Come on, baby, let's roll.
Yeah, rolling.
Yeah.
Round of applause for Akeem Ali. Look, man, I want to tell you in all sincerity, man, you know, black men need to hear you. You know, and I just know that this is an entry level.
White men too.
I'm just saying, no, for sure, all men. But I'm just saying specifically.
Too, and maybe you.
But you're so smart, though. Is my point, Akeem.
I appreciate it.
You're so intelligent, and being smart is the new cool to me. You know, not the revenge of the nerds shit we got going on in tech and how these nerds and create this world because they ain't never gonna put us in high school. I'm saying like literal. Intelligence, brother. We got to make that cool again. You're so smart, bro.
I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, you're right. That kind of flew out the window.
It's all good.
Like, it makes for a good show. Having intellect, which is just kind of, it's like, oh, you know, it just don't seem cool. But you know what I figure though? Yeah. It's not about what's cool. It's about what you deem as cool or what you make cool.
Come on.
Like I figured out, like a couple years ago, I stopped chasing motion and started becoming it.
Hello?
You know?
Like,
I don't know. I'm just like, wherever I'm at is where it's at.
I know.
Or
that's right.
I'm the it where the at is at. You know, I'm
it where the ad is at.
I'm the it where the ad is at. Like,
he's 79 and 29 years old.
And it's not it if I'm not at it.
Nah, listen.
That's it.
And as long as you believe it, you can achieve it, man.
It's already done.
So I wish you your wildest dreams, man. Thank you for coming to the Kind of Burner Show.
You more than you know, brother.
Yeah, man.
Thank you.
Love.
Appreciate
yes,
you.
Sir.
Much love.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, Akeem Ali. Now it's time for Live from the Comments section. Tiffany, give me some comments, please. Oh, sorry, please. Thank you.
It's the note for me, okay?
The first note was good. Don't do me.
No, you was hitting it. You was hitting it.
Thank you.
And speaking of hitting it, you hit it the nail on the head last week with last week's episode.
Yes.
Dear millennials.
Okay.
When I tell you the millennials, including myself, you ain't gonna shade me.
Oh, Jesus. Here we go. Ron, help me. Help me.
When I tell you the millennials showed up and showed out, Nino Mosley said, Team Millennial, we grew up with and without the internet, the last generation to play outside all day, the last generation that understood the bike meetup or the payphone.
Yeah, and a great thing about that generation too is that you did have a life without all this communication. And it's really made you better humans. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have the best of both worlds. That's why I depend on you. Yes, you, to fix this motherfucking world, because it's going to hell in a handbasket. Tiffany, you got some more comments?
Yes, sir. And you ain't lying about going to hell in a handbasket, okay?
Well, AKEEM Ali is making us feel better about words mattering. That man is a Bible of words, literally and figuratively.
Look, period. And I don't know if how it is, but if he's single, I am too.
Oh, he said what he said on the show now.
Now, speaking of bodying a conversation, you know you had that UNLV Fab 5
Yes.
debate. And Carl 2.0 said, you bodied my frat, Diedrich H. Thomas. On this one, Kenny, I hate to say it, but it's true. Michigan had a legendary squad with the Fab 5.
You know what, Diedrich, you ain't called me since I put that out. Where you at, player? You good? I saw you try to post after I posted and say what the, but we had already made the movie, man. You want to come on the show, Diedrich? Come on, we can come on the show and talk about clothes. So we ain't talking about that no more. Fab 5-1. Okay, all right, Tiffany. Do we have any more comments over there?
Yes, sir. And the last one, of course, is some love from the comments. And it
Need
is...
it, want it.
Period.
Thank you.
404 Creators 8 said, I really like this show. Great energy and highly produced.
Thank you so much. You like how Tiffany put that last little part in there. And highly produced, because she's the producer. Okay? Your whole back arched. You had a sassy voice come after the arch. Tiffany, hell, y'all. Y'all don't know what I go through. Help me. Help me. All right, ladies and gentlemen, now it's time for As the World Turns with Kenny Burns. In the words of Mark Twain, action speaks louder than words, but not nearly as often. If you think about it, that adds nuance, suggesting that while actions are more impactful, words have their place. Well, I'm here to tell you, without the words of God, many of us wouldn't be here anyway. Amen. Now, this is for us mere mortals. The thought you have in your mind are not words. They're merely a figment of your imagination until the words come out of your mouth. Until you speak those words into existence. Amen. You see, the power of words are proven generationally. From prayers to the algorithm, words have inspired you to do, take action, to believe. And I'm here to tell you, there's something else. You believing in it. That's right. You believing in the power of your words more than anyone else. And always remember, the truth is the truth. It can only come out one way, and that's as the truth. Amen. Amen. Don't let that go over your head. I need you to tell everybody you know about the Kenny Burns Show. Okay, like, share, comment, do what you're supposed to do, because we had 100,000 views last month. The dream is real, and we're going to keep going till the wheels fall off, because we're making a difference, not just for me, but for you. All right, Tiffany, no, Tiffany's on punishment. All right, let's say it together in unison, ladies and gentlemen. The dream is real. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. The dream is real. Tiffany, you didn't say it. Okay, bye, y'all. The dream is real.